welcome to Deadly Dames. So today we're actually going to be doing the Halloween season tag, which was created by Michael Myers 101, and we were tagged in this by the Geek Legion of Doom. Now we were actually tagged in this a couple of weeks ago, but it's just taken us a while to get round to doing the tag. One of the reasons for that, and one of the reasons that we've actually not been doing very many videos, and we didn't really want to start off this video on like a depressing note, is mainly because I've actually not been particularly well this year, probably from the beginning of the year. And the only reason I'm really letting you guys know this, I'm looking at Claire here, is because, well, I'm not actually very good at sharing how, like, my feelings.
Personal information.
Yeah.
Well, it's not personal info, but...
Well, I don't really like sharing stuff like that, but I'm aware now that it's kind of got to the stage where when I keep doing these videos, you're kind of going to notice, because I'm going to be wearing many colourful hats and I'm going to be at the stage where I'm not going to have a fantastic amount of hair. Right? I
don't think you'd word it like that. A fantastic amount of hair.
How else am I going to word it? I'm not, like, without going into like my own personal situation in great detail, I'm making it sound like I'm much sicker than I actually am, but I'm not like as sick as I could be. But obviously I don't really want to like let the whole world know my business. But yeah. I enjoy doing these videos. It makes me happy doing these videos. It makes me happy going on the Facebook group. It makes me happy doing Twitter and talking about horror. Horror makes me happy, so I still want to do it. But I don't want people watching these going, oh my god, why is Mandy wearing a hat of a million colours? But it's just I would rather get that off my chest before we do anything else. I will be wearing hats of 1,000 colours until things are a bit better health-wise, and I don't really know when that will be. So I don't want to obviously let you know that for sympathy or anything like that. I'm not really one of those people that... No. Want sympathy. Why do I keep looking at you?
I don't know.
Right? I'm not really one of these people that like people knowing everything about me or sympathy or anything like that, but I'm aware that if I keep wearing loads and loads of hats, that people are going to start thinking
and
what is going on.
You said earlier that you know that, well, folk might notice that you'll have less and less hair possibly, so just so folk know that, I would know that you're going to have slightly less hair, you're going to be wearing a million hats, and that's it. And
obviously my videos, I'm aware, have not really been... They've been a bit sporadic, and obviously, like, yous are all aware that we've been doing a bit of a mad clear out this year.
We're still doing a mad clear
out. Yeah. They're not all connected as to why we're doing this, but it has, with things that have been going on, it has really made us check our life. And... really just wanted to let you know, we will still be doing these, we will still be chatting to everybody. It makes me happy doing it. But anyway, enough of that, we're going to do this tag. So,
go for it.
The first question in this tag is, what is your quintessential movie to watch around Halloween time? Well, I think everybody watches the movie Halloween, but there are a few other movies that we definitely watch this time of year.
The Fog.
The Fog. The Fog is a definite one. We don't want to do
The Thing's kind of a Christmas film, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say. Wintry. But The Fog is a definite. We watch The Fog every year. I'd say Halloween 3 we also watch. And Hocus Pocus.
I have to make you watch Halloween 3.
Well, Halloween 3's grown on me every year, and it's now got to the stage.
It's because I sing the song every year,
and it annoys me. But Halloween 3 is definitely
it's in your head right now, isn't it?
Halloween 3 has definitely grown on me over the years, whereas stop it. But it has definitely grown on me over the years, and The Fog is like my favourite John Carpenter movie of all time, so that's on my list every year. Obviously Halloween we watch every year.
I would say we'll probably watch like Halloween, The Fog, and that more than, like, I can't remember last time we watched Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday 13th
and
on Halloween.
I think every Halloween we watch Hocus Pocus. That's definitely like on our list. So I'd say that's our quintessential movies. Question 2 is, what's my favourite costume I've ever worn? Well, for me, when I was a kid, I remember this is a bit embarrassing, but I'm going to say it anyway. I desperately wanted to be a mummy, and Like, you couldn't, you know.
You should have told me this several years ago. By the way, it's what happened.
And my dad and my mum, like, you couldn't buy a mummy outfit. It's because I love them. Oh, there's another movie, Monster Squad. I love the movie Monster Squad, and in the movie, the Monster Squad does the character the mummy, and I wanted to wear that costume. And you can't buy a costume like that. They're all crap. They're all like just like, you know, a black costume with the mummy painted on the front. And I actually wanted, you know, the bandages on. So my dad got a pair of pyjamas, old pyjamas, and actually like glued like all the bandages to it. But because they were old pyjamas, they were they were ripped at the crotch. And I was only about like 8 years old. And halfway through trick or treating, my bandages started to unravel. So let's just say my treat was not a good treat for 8 years old. But anyway, regardless of that, it was my favourite costume.
Okay. My favourite costume sounds shit. My mum dressed me up as Undertaker one Halloween. Remember, it's an after school club that we had.
This is a wrestler, not actually an Undertaker.
The wrestler, the Undertaker, and we looked everywhere for a pair of like kind of purple gloves. I think I ended up with like wee knitted things. And my mum already had the hat, and I don't know where she got that from, but I know she already had it, and I'd never seen her worn it. Weird. But I remember she'd bought white face paint, and I was just covered.
Oh, hold on, the cat's playing up. You keep talking.
But that was my favourite Halloween costume. Not as exciting as a crotchless mummy, but it's an outfit.
I had a good mask. The mask was great. It's just a shame my bandages were revealing. What's your favourite pumpkin food? Well, I don't think in the UK we have like as crazy pumpkin things. I think we get like pumpkin biscuits, like pumpkin cake.
That pumpkin spiced hot chocolate.
I was going to say, I think
nice.
We usually just get like pumpkin coffees and pumpkin hot chocolate, but since
even pumpkin soup, that remember I made that last year, didn't taste like much.
Well, I made creamy pumpkin soup, and that was quite nice. But we don't go as like, well, it was nicer than yours.
Aye.
But
that's fair.
Mainly what we have here is like pumpkin spice stuff. So I had a pumpkin spice hot chocolate, and that was nice.
God, I was thinking that our tradition was always neeps, well, turnips. And I remember that, because I think the pumpkin's an American thing, but I remember when I was really young, and I think it was the first time that I remember like folk carving pumpkins and things. But my mum bought a turnip because it was traditional, and that's what we were doing. We were carving a turnip.
Never carve a turnip.
We never carved a turnip again. I remember a lot of swearing, and that's really my only memory.
Remember we tried it as well? Oh God, it was hard.
Did we try it one year?
We gave up and just used it for soup.
What were we thinking? I remembered from my mum doing it like 30 years ago that it doesn't work.
No,
it doesn't work.
We don't, in the UK we don't eat pumpkin stuff like in America, so
no.
I think a pumpkin spice hot chocolate is probably the best thing. What's your favourite timeline in the Halloween franchise? I think the Halloween franchise is a funny one because it's kind of all over the place. If I was going to be 100% honest, I would love to say the timeline that goes from 1 to 2 to H2O, but even that timeline's all over the place because technically at the end of 2, like, Michael Myers dies, he gets blown up and he's blinded. He
gets burnt and he
blinded.
gets shot in but how do you know that he didn't just get grazed in the eyes like they do?
He was bleeding from his eyes. So technically he's dead, but yet in H2O he comes back. Now I actually really like the film H2O. So, technically H20, but everyone says H2O. I really like it, and I kind of feel bad that in the new movie they've just wiped that film out.
See, I'm thinking that I don't, because as much as I like H2O, I'm thinking, well, if we're going by a single timeline, you'd have to include Resurrection.
Yeah, so and that's a big no.
I'm going to say, even though I haven't seen the new one, I'm probably going to go with the original and the new one.
Well, I'm hoping that, but we
just
don't know what the new one will be like.
Resurrection was, I know.
Because I know where you're coming from. If we include H2O, then we have to include the pants one.
It could be it could be a really good film up to the end. She might wake up and go, oh, it was only a dream.
Oh,
or something terrible
please
like that.
no. I have my
awful.
fingers crossed that the new one is going to be that
I think
good.
it will be good.
I do really have a soft spot for H20 though. I do think it's a good film, so I feel bad that one's being written out. And I do actually, there's elements of the second one which I really enjoy. I love the opening sequence to the second one, and there's a lot of good death scenes in the second one. I just think that it's pretty... The ones that come after that are kind of all over the place. I actually do like some bits of 4 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
And as I said, part 3's grown on me over the years. I actually really love the idea that the original idea that they were going to do like 4 and 5 like 3, where it was going to be like different tales without Michael Myers in it. And I'm still fascinated by what would those tales have been.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a shame that we never ever got to know what they were. So personally, I'm kind of fingers crossed that the new movie and the first one are going to be the franchise that we're hoping for. So that's kind of my answer. What's your favourite character in the Halloween franchise? That's kind of a tough one.
See, I could tell you my least favourite character, but not my favourite character. Well, my least favourite character is Dr. Loomis in Rob Zombies because he's a dick.
I kind of like him because he's a dick. But I'm actually going to go for Annie in the first one because I think she's cheeky. She is. See, we went to see the 40th anniversary in the big screen, and it's quite funny when you're watching something and she fell asleep. You did. I woke her up twice. She fell asleep. She'd been going on all week about, I can't wait to see it. It's one of my favourite movies. I'm desperate to see it. She fell asleep twice. Embarrassing.
I didn't fall asleep. I dozed twice.
Shame.
I dozed.
But shame.
I was resting my
eyes. If you were in
eyes.
Game of Thrones, we'd be walking you in that mile with your clothes off, throwing stuff at you, shouting shame.
See, this is how a child can be twisted when you give them a crotchless outfit to wear at Halloween. It's not normal, so I'm really sorry.
I've watched too much Game of Thrones, you mean. But, so she fell asleep twice, shame. But
it's a long blink, I wasn't sleeping.
A very long blink. But I actually really liked the character of Annie, and I felt really bad when she died. It was really funny. Annie's actually funny. Mm-hmm. Like, the character of Annie, and, like, what's the other friend called again? Norma?
Uh-huh.
All she says is totally.
Is it Norma? Or are we thinking Norma because she was in Carrie?
Oh, she is Carrie.
Oh.
She's Norma.
No, I've forgotten her name. PG Souls.
PG Souls, yeah, that's her name. God, I've completely forgot her character's name. That was going right out of my head. But anyway, she's kind of annoying because all she says is totally, give me a beer, totally. But, do you like what you're looking at? Totally. But Annie's actually really funny, and I kind of felt bad when Annie died.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'd say mine's is probably Annie as well.
I do like Laurie Strode's, but there was something that annoyed me seeing it on the big screen. How many times does she drop that knife? I mean, I know that she fights back Michael Myers, and I know, like, obviously she's only 17, but instinctively you would go, don't drop the knife. Yeah, I still like her character though, and I'm looking forward to seeing her actually fight back in this new movie, and like when she's older. I do like I think in Rob Zombie's one, I liked the backstory of Michael Myers. I liked that idea. I'm gonna go for Annie. I thought she was funny. Number 6. What's your favourite Halloween themed event or activity? Trick or treating. Easy peasy for me.
Yeah, well, our house is looking more and more like a haunted house.
I like decorating. Halloween for me is like Christmas.
No, I quite like decorating.
Is that your
You don't
thing?
let me do any decorating.
No, because I do it all before you come home. But I like trick or treating.
Something else.
Like, we don't have children, and to be honest, I don't actually have any nieces or nephews either. We've got friends with kids, but I actually really like seeing all the kids come and trick or treating. I hate people that put the lights out at Halloween and pretend they're not in. It doesn't cost a lot of money to go to the pound shop or to go to Tesco's and get £5 worth of sweets for kids that have made the effort to dress up and come to your door. It doesn't.
Look, I did that once out of embarrassment. I used to live in, it was like a flat, and I think there was like 9 of us in the flat, and I was on the ground floor, and I had to pretend that I wasn't in, and I knew that the neighbours' kids were banging on the door, but it's because I had no sweeties. I totally forgot that it was totally
Shame.
forgot that it was Halloween because I'd
Shame.
not long started my job and
Shame.
obviously I was really busy, too busy to remember Halloween. Very bad. So I was mortified. But after that, I was never unprepared again.
I hate people that do that, but yet they put their Christmas tree up in October. It's ridiculous, right? It doesn't cost a lot of money when kids have gone to the effort of putting a Halloween costume on to come round about the doors and trick or treat. I think, considering that Halloween, the tradition of it started in the UK, we can put some sort of bloody effort into it. And I love when you see the kids coming to the door, and I love seeing the little costumes. Last year there was actually a wee kid that was only about 7, came to the door dressed as a bunch of grapes. It was hilarious. She had like, I don't know, about 15-20 grapes that were made out of balloons. It was like purple balloons stuck to it. I thought it was hilarious, although our gate did swing back and pop one of her balloons, which I felt terrible about. But it's when you see how inventive they get to put their costumes on.
I like to see the homemade outfits, not like
even
it's nice
the
to see like store-bought ones,
quite
but
funny.
It's there's something funny about seeing like a little kid waddling up the road, struggling to get through your gate because they're wearing a giant box,
and you just know
that their mum
have done
and their dad are both have tell them that's what you're wearing. You're a Rubik's cube. They'll not know what a Rubik's cube is, but they've been told. Or remember there was one dressed as Ms. Pac-Man.
Aye.
That was.
But I just hate people that turn off their lights and pretend they're not in. I go the whole hog. I go to my front garden.
Some people forget to get sweeties, and it's better than nothing.
Well, the year I just moved into this house, I had a kitten, and I opened the door and let the kids pet my kitten because I didn't have any sweeties. That was better than nothing, and they all loved it. They were like, "Oh my god, a kitten!" But I go the whole hog. I put like a graveyard in my front garden. And then I go out and I put skeletons out there and bones, and I make sure that the kids know, come here because we've got plenty of sweeties. I even sent Claire out last year because we ran out of sweets to get more. So
the corner shop was the busiest I've ever seen it, and the sweeties were just wiped out.
So I just think my favourite theme is trick or treating because I think that it's something that more people should do. What's your favourite pumpkin style carving? I don't really get this question very much because isn't all pumpkins carved?
Well, you know how some people do, like, they don't actually cut out like eye holes and a mouth and stuff, but they'll actually do designs on the face of the pumpkin so that when it's lit you can see, you know how people basically do, it's almost like carving a picture.
Oh, we just do stupid faces. We like to see.
We did one that was good, and it was a vomiting pumpkin. So it made it look like it was like doing a
because
face
it had a flat side to it, so we put it on its side. It looked like it fell over like a drunk person, and then we made its eyes all squinty to the side, and then made its intestines come out its mouth.
So there's a load of seeds that are just like
running down the staircase. And we also made one with an axe in its head because of the way it was shaped, and loads of blood running out its head. You made a politically incorrect one.
You made politically incorrect ones.
Well,
we tried to make one of each other one year, did we not?
Yeah, and that's how you ended up with the one that looked the way it did, and we couldn't put it out on display. We've ended up with some really funny looking ones.
Yeah.
We have had some hilarious looking ones with like goofy eyeballs and stuff. I think we're going to try and get this. We've seen a pumpkin today that was that size, and we nearly bought it because we actually thought this year we'd try and do big, small, teeny.
I've just thought of something. We could do, because I had massive pumpkins as well, Morrison's, they were like...
They were huge.
They were huge. What if we got a big one, and then it had loads of little ones crunched in its teeth with fake blood, so it's like, it's eating babies.
Could do that. I like that wee tiny one, it was cute. What does Halloween mean to you? I kind of already answered this. It's like Christmas to me.
Yeah.
I don't even put a Christmas tree up. I don't bother with it. I like the smell of Christmas. Like I like the smell of like the cinnamon and the spice, but I can't even be bothered. I don't know if it's, and it sounds weird contradicting because of what I just said. Like I don't have kids and I don't have nieces and nephews, so I don't really have anybody to buy Christmas presents for. But then well, actually, it's not really contradicting because kids come to the door for Halloween. I don't have kids come to the door for Christmas.
Well, I'm thinking that, right, there's a a huge age gap between me and my sister, so Christmas was a big deal until I was in maybe my late 20s because my sister was so little. And I liked seeing her get excited and, you know, playing with her toys. And I think now that she's older, she's not fussed about Christmas, so it doesn't mean the same to me. So I'm not as bothered about Christmas anymore, but I still find Halloween as fun as I always did. So
plus, I think it's because we're horror fans.
But I think Halloween is a time of fun. I mean, some people find Christmas fun, and some people like to make you feel miserable by going, "Oh, you're terrible for celebrating Christmas. Here, give all your money to charity." But no, Halloween is just about fun.
I feel so bad for Halloween because you walk in and Christmas is taken over, and even fireworks. Like the other day we walked in and half the Halloween display was gone and fireworks had replaced, and then the other half Christmas had replaced it, and there was a tiny wee bit left for Halloween, and I was like, Halloween hasn't even been yet. Why are you taking away the display for it?
Poor Halloween.
I know, but Halloween is my Christmas, and I think that's what it means to me. Anyway, that's the tag. I have actually really enjoyed. I like talking about Halloween, so we're going to tag Movie Man 74, and we know that he's a big Halloween. I nearly said Hollywood fan, Halloween fan. So I'm sure he'll love talking about the franchise and Halloween in general. And the Trash Picture Show, we're going to tag him as well. And that's us. Thank you, Geek Legion of Doom, for tagging us in this. We've enjoyed talking about it. And sorry we started it off in a bit of a bummer, but I just wanted to get off my stylish hats that I'm going to be wearing. And as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and take care. Bye bye.